Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from, whenever you tune in. Welcome. Welcome to Lady Lighthouse. It's like as soon as I'm like, I get my hair looking decent or comfortable before I join, and then I go off the camera or have the other thing pulled up, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, look, we're saying hi again. Ah, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time tuning in, glad to have you. And if you're coming back, welcome back. I'll be doing really just intuitive offerings. I'll be doing readings. You can use the readings command in chat to see what they are, but it's basically 5 to 15-minute messages, whatever feels in alignment with spirits. I'll kind of check in when you join the queue and see if we're in alignment to do a reading today, and if so, what type of offering is coming through. And outside of that, it's just a chill day, you know? I I woke up actually hold on, let me edit my quick actions real quick. Let me remove that one. Okay. Yeah, I woke up and I was just like not in a rush to go and do anything, not in a rush to get here, not in a rush to yeah, just not in a rush today. It feels really good. And it just kind of feels like the energy is kind of shifting in the space right now. I can tell. I know that there's been some big transits, which again I'm not super in tune with all of the ins and outs of astrology, but I like keep it in my awareness. So I know there's been some big transits or big things happening in the energy this week or at the start of this week, and so I can feel that. I also had an experience which was really interesting because yesterday on my stream, I had pulled the Lover's card, and like I said, when I had pulled it, I had felt like that plug-in connection on my like upper left chest area, like up here. And I didn't think too much of it. I had done the podcast episode recording with a good friend of mine, and that went really well. And then Spirit liked to play, like Spirit joining in, playing with technology again on us. Ended it when they wanted to end it, and did not let us go back in and keep going. So I trust that that message is exactly how it's meant to be. um, and then last night I was getting in bed with my husband, and he had put his hand like right here on my upper chest as we were like laying, as he was like dozing off, but I was like laying there, and it was it was so magical because like he did that, and then and even as I'm doing that now, I'm having like semblance of the like memory of what happened, but it was basically I felt like my brain was like rebalancing itself, if that makes sense. And it's not necessarily itself, like I know it was like a download, um but like it felt like the energy in my brain in the back was making the infinity symbol, or Lamiska, or Lamis, I think that's how you pronounce it. um but it just felt like it was like balancing. And even if I when I asked to be like, is this safe, am I safe, they're like, yeah, you're good, just breathe. And it's just like feeling the energy like weaving, and I just felt like, again, the everything felt like it was balancing in my head. um and it made me think of, if you're not familiar with Tony Robbins talks a lot about the crazy eight, which is also, looks like the infinity symbol. But the crazy eight is basically going between a state of anger to sadness and just like alternating between the two instead of like breaking out of the crazy eight cycle and breaking out and being in your joy. It's like you're trying to get your needs met, your like basic human needs, or your, I guess I should say, your basic outside of survival needs. It's your like emotional type of needs met by going between anger and sadness or depression. And I know that's definitely a part of my life from, uh, many years I would go through that. But I've definitely done a lot of work to break out of the crazy eight cycle. And last night just felt like that. It just felt like another like recalibration. I'm like, I don't know if that was like a final recalibration or not, but it just feels like my brain feels really balanced. And I just feel very like I'm good. Like I feel very grounded. I feel very uh at peace in moving through the world right now, and I feel very like life is good. I'm good. I'm so grateful for the life I'm living and the life I have and the life I will live. Like yeah, I don't know. It's so cool. And like when like that entire stuff was going on with my in my head, and that real rebalancing feeling of like the energy just kind of like weaving through my head, and it was like again I kind of felt my head like do 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 do. um but then as soon as my husband like rolled over and took his hand off, it like calmed down. I was like, fascinating, fascinating. It's just so cool. I don't know. It's just so cool to experience the different things and also be in a place where it feels safe, or like I feel safe and I feel okay with like receiving and experiencing these things, because I definitely know that there was a part of me at one point that when I first started having like different brain sensations and experiences outside, or like in general, I was like, what is happening? Because I've always been someone who's I've always it's funny because I feel like I've always been very in tune with my brain. Um and knowing that, and like I know I'm very sensitive to like medications, and especially when I've had like surgeries and stuff in the past, like I have to make sure that they don't give me the normal recommended dose for like anesthesia, because I will have a hard time coming out of it. Like I need less. I don't need as much. And similar experiences when I've tried like weed and stuff like that, where it's just like there's like a very tiny line of this is enjoyable before it's like I don't feel much, it's enjoyable, and then it's like and now you're throwing up. Like there's not that line is really hard to hit, and so I think I've only tried weed a couple times because I'm like, okay, I've had one good experience, I'm good. Like my brain doesn't like this. uh and even with like alcohol too, my body is like no. So I stopped drinking. I think I've been sober fully for at least a year, and then I've only had like one sip some point last year, just to like check after some amount of time to be like sure, let me try it. um and that my body was like no, why did you do that? And so I was like, it was literally like one sip of a drink, and then I was like, all right, I'm good. I made the right decision for my body to not drink alcohol. So I don't consume all of the stuff that I experience, like, I don't consume any amount of drugs. I don't consume any amount of substances. Like, all of my experiences are completely sober, completely, uh, yeah, completely sober. Like, I don't take any supplements anymore. Nothing. I'm like I'm going through my mind. I'm like the only thing I will consume occasionally is ibuprofen or Tylenol. And that's usually around my period. Um, and even then I don't like taking that. So uh, so we're just out here having the fun brain experiences without drugs. uh, it does remind me though. I was on like antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication back in college, when I was going through stuff and before I had like started to heal like deeply. And during that time, I knew I didn't want to be on the drugs for very long. I knew I didn't want to be on like anti-anxiety, like antidepressants for a long time. And so there came a time when there came a time when oh, what was it? No, I think my prescription ran out, and instead of just calling to get it refilled, I was like, well, I'll just quit cold turkey. Wasn't the smartest idea. Don't necessarily recommend cold turkey quitting on antidepressants. I had like brain zaps. I had brain zaps, and horrendous mood swings for several weeks until my body like restabilized. But it was intense. Hello, welcome to the chat. If you need drugs and need them, I don't quite know what you mean there, Mr. Savagistic. But I love that you're a chemistry student. Welcome. Like, that's great. I have an engineering background, so it's like I love the science background. I love looking at these different experiences and this different, I don't know, path. I almost want to say like path to enlightenment, but sort of that. Like I love exploring the spiritual side of things with the engineering mind and science mind, and also with an open mind of just like, what if? Hey V, I'm living the dream. How are you? You said last semester you extracted some stuff. Oh, you mean medical drugs? Yeah, cool. Ah, you're doing okay. All right. Thank you for joining the queue. Let me see if I'm ready to do a if I have more to say about my random topic of drugs and our minds. No, I think I'm all right. I think I'm ready to move forward. So, thank you for joining. Let me check in and see what kind of offerings coming through. I did that and I don't know. If there was a bug or a hair, I have animals. Hmm. It's okay, Mr. Savagistic. I'm sure over text, like the text translation, it might have just went over my head. That's okay. Thank you for trying. All right. Just got really distracted by that bug situation or hair. Okay. Okay, I'm hearing Oracle card for VUV. So we will go ahead and get started. Do you have a particular question you're looking for today with the Oracle card, V? Or just whatever's in the highest and best? What's coming your way soon? Okay. Yeah. Let me just take a breath and connect, and we'll see what comes through. Whatever is in the highest and best, and that's coming V's way. Okay. We got a whole stack for you. You got a whole stack coming your way. All right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 7's a lucky number. And I'm just going to read them in, I think, the order that they came through. So first is number 29, Horn Cactus. Which, I mean, 9 minus 2 is 7. I don't know if that's worth pointing out or not. Usually with numerology, you add them together, but that feels important to point out. Okay. Yeah, for like this one feels very basic. This one just feels like you're going to be resourceful. We're moving on to 9 of dances on one foot, balancing act. You're going to learn how to balance. You're going to learn how to use your strengths, use your softness, use your masculine and feminine energy to find balance in your life. And you'll be able to find that beautiful dance as you leap into the future. Then we have 30 big changes coming your way as you begin to step into your light and your path and leading others and whatever that may look like. Being so divinely guided and so divinely supported in your journey as you find your song, you find your family, as you find your people, and also your originality amongst the crowd, amongst the others that are singing their own songs, but breaking out of your barrier, breaking out of the bubbles, breaking out of who you once were and and stepping into or swimming into who you're becoming. This one feels like I just need to hold this up for you and point out the numbers 1 and 7. Well, there is. I'll keep moving on. The next one, it's funny you say you really need some luck because the next card is Skywriting the Fates, and this always comes through feeling very much like it's written in the stars. Whatever you're meant to do, wherever you're going, what you're reaching for is written in the stars. It's coming, it's here, it's happened. So easing into that, reflecting, releasing the tension, releasing the resistance, and just knowing it's written in the stars, it's coming, it's here, it's happened. With the final message being opportunity, allowing yourself to be open to the opportunity, being open to what may come your way, and it might not look exactly how you're imagining it to. But being open-minded and being flexible and being, yeah, I get this like flexible feeling of like, what exactly you're looking for or what you're trying to manifest might not manifest in the exact way you would expect it to. So kind of I would invite you to, or they're inviting you to let go of that specific image and allow allow in the magic to flow and be blessed in the way that you probably can't even imagine, which is feeling so much greater or grander than what you potentially are imagining, because it's when the universe, if they don't give you exactly what you're looking for, oftentimes they're not saying no, it's a I got something better in store for you. When is this opportunity coming in? They take me, when I ask that, they take me to the now. So I have a symbology of a timeline. So when I close my eyes, I'm like, when is it? And they take me to the now line, or very shortly right after the now. And so that's why I think it's important that this being flexible element is being highlighted last, because it's important to let go of whatever expectation. Yeah, anytime now. It's important to let go of any like expectation you have around how exactly that manifests. I'm laughing because I don't know if you were able to hear my husband yell in the background in excitement. So he's excited for you. I feel like I need to share, when I think about like opportunities and things, I feel like I need to share like a personal anecdote that kind of relates. Hold on. They're like having me jump back and forth between a couple, so let me see which one. No, they've stopped it. They're like, no, never mind. I think the message there though is just the fact that like, or at least the message that's coming through me. Obviously, use your own intuition too, and like what's feeling resonant that's coming through, or what uh what thoughts are coming up for you as I'm sharing, because I know in my own experience, whenever I've tried to manifest a specific thing, uh, that doesn't typically happen when I'm like clinging to that idea. And usually what I was manifesting ends up coming to fruition in a completely different way than I had first like originally imagined, but it's also like a much more beautiful way. And so, because like one of them, this is a very basic one, but my like free spirit hoodies is like, I was really excited because I was like, I can't wait for the day for someone to see me out in this hoodie while I'm on the street, and them to compliment my hoodie and be like, where'd you get it? I'm not wearing it right now, but it's just funny. And I hung on to that for a long time every time I'd wear it out. And then finally, like 2 weeks ago, I stopped like caring about it. And that's when it happened. And I almost forgot that that was what I wanted to happen. Um, but like that's when finally someone was like, oh my God, I love your hoodie. Like, where'd you get it? And I was like, oh, yay, I made it. And then it wasn't until I got in my car to drive home that I was like, oh shit, that was what I wanted to happen. Like, or like that was something that I wanted to happen, but it was just like I the message being like, put your desire out there to the universe, and then just have faith and trust and believe that they will take care of it. Your team will take care of it. They're looking out for you, and let go of when that comes, because it will come in in divine timing and when you're least expecting it. And then it's just like giving yourself that ability, that grace, or whatever, to express the gratitude for when it, and recognize when it does happen. Yeah, the universe does like to play with reverse psychology a bit, where it's like things aren't going to happen when you expect it, but then as soon as you let go of the resistance, as soon as you let go of hope, I think I view it more as like the energetic resistance, because if you're clinging on to, I need this to happen, I need this to happen, it doesn't, you're creating this like vortex or this field of energy that doesn't allow it in. Um, Whereas if you're like, ah, fuck it, then it's like, okay, she's good. We'll bring it in. Mm, you lost your job and you're feeling drained. Yeah, thank you for sharing that too, because it feels. Is there one in here that stands out? No, it feels like, even if it doesn't, even though you're feeling drained right now, which is a totally valid and a valid experience and a valid emotion to be feeling, it feels like the loss of the job is a blessing in disguise. And I know it might not feel like you've realized that blessing yet, but it feels like it's aligning you towards your path. And the reason I say that is like this card coming forward, the Horseman, like this one just gives like lighting the path for others energy, not necessarily like Herald of Change, but it's like lighting the path for others. And so while I can't say exactly where you're gonna go from here, it just feels like the job loss was the catalyst to this whole new chapter of your life that is more focused on who you are, what you want to do, and that lives a more lives a more balanced life. And the balanced element coming through right here. And so this might be a good time to sit down and reflect on what type of job, what type of career, what type of opportunity you would want to you would want to choose intentionally for yourself. this owl have any significance? Are you seeing an owl somewhere, or are you just in the cards, or like, yeah, owls can be spirit guides, or they can be like an animal helper. I have owls in my bathroom actually, because I think they're just, I think they're like watchful eyes and protector because they can see in the dark. That's So I do believe owls are significant. That's what comes up for me when I think of owls. I'm sure there are plenty of other uh, oh, what am I trying to say? No, I'm being blocked from from saying anymore. So to me, they're coming up as protectors, as watchful eyes, as um, like supports, helping you see in the dark, or helping look out for you in the dark. But that's really cool that uh you have this like spirit animal watching over you right now during this time. Mm. Yeah. That feels complete for you, V. Do you have any questions before I move on and before I send your energy back? 3 months. Okay. Well, thank you for showing up. Thank you for receiving in this space. I send all of your energy back to you and call all of my energy back to me. And I'm sending you love and light as you navigate this next chapter of your life. Don't even know I can. Good mornings. I love that synchronicity, Mr. Savagistic. It's so good. And I also saw back there that you said you subscribed, but you didn't realize. Um, you thought you needed 50 to be affiliate. I thought so too. That's why I had set my follower goal to 50, but Spirit blessed me last week, and I don't know how it worked out. I don't know if that exists for other people or if I just see it on my side, but I got it. And it's cool as fuck. And that was my sign that I'm being supported, or I'm being divinely supported and guided, and I'm right where I'm meant to be. Okay. Exactly. You'll be here from the beginning. And I appreciate you tremendously. Okay. Let's see what kind of offerings coming through today. Okay, it feels like we might do both tarot and oracle, so I'm gonna grab my deck. Take the cards out. And I usually leave the booklet in it, but it feels like we might use the book today. I don't know. Let's see. Do you have a specific topic, or just whatever's in your highest and best? Okay. Love read. I checked in with Spirit to be like, can we do a love read? And they're like, no. So I wonder they're like, we can read for you, but the love, I wonder if there's something in the resistance in the field around the topic of love for you. Okay. Maybe love will come out now. They just needed to help you work through something for a second. Okay. Do I start with? All right, I'm gonna start with the tarot. Whatever is in your highest and best, Mr. Savagistic's highest and best. Let me try shuffling the other way. Okay, as soon as I went to do that, these two popped out. All right, let me see. All right, the first one, Two of Cups. Hold this up for you. You can see. Maybe. It's funny that you said love read, and I was like, well, maybe they just needed to work through some resistance, because as soon as I saw the gender symbols and the heart, I was like, well, maybe it actually is a love read after all, and it's this feeling of, it really feels like a divine union coming into your heart. And I also get almost like a pregnant feeling, but it's not. It's not that you're pregnant. It's just. Does that resonate? Are you in a relationship? Are you trying for a baby? Slash, is there a baby on the way? Pregnant? No, it's too early. She's just, okay. She's just 21. Okay. Okay. Well, that's where this card feels like it's done being shared. So, the next card, I picked it up upside down, and it's the Eight of Spheres. Yeah, I hear you. Maybe not wanting it so early. This feels like really the message I got when I first saw this is like your world being turned upside down. Mind you. Okay. Yeah. I can't say whether or not these cards are literal or figurative, or if they're just trying to get you to question your stance on children or not. But this definitely feels like a message of like there, like, I keep getting drawn back to this card, but I keep getting drawn into this union. And I just feel like I feel this union really strongly, and I feel a lot of love there, a lot of connection there, and it's like right in the heart. And then I feel, like I said, I feel like the womb space is really I was like, I feel like the womb space is very very fertile. And so, and that has the potential to turn your life upside down. So, um I guess all that to say is, if you're not wanting kids right now, use protection. uh, what a funny message to come through. Okay. Does that resonate though? Or if you don't want to say, that's okay, but like, before I see if there's more in the oracle deck. Is it truly my baby, or is it a fake thing for alimony and stuff? Last year I got a read of someone doing that. Ooh, interesting. Also, welcome to the chat, Sybil. Thank you for joining. Good question. Good question. Okay. Is it truly your baby? I hear no, and I keep getting no. Is it a fake thing? I get yes. Is there more there you potentially want to unpack? Is there more that needs to be shared there? Okay. I'm glad you brought that up, because when I asked, I was like, okay, is there more to be shared, like, as it comes to that topic and children and unions and what these cards are showing? And it feels like, release those fears to find divine union, release those fears to find divine connection. So maybe there's some of whatever you went through last year, or whatever has come up in your field within the last year, that has planted these like fears around children in your mind and in your heart, and it's blocking your ability to connect like more deeply, or sink into that divine union, or into a potential divine union. You got the reading once, but never took it seriously. Baby would be weird. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if there's more for me to share in that regard, or nothing else is really standing out, but it feels like it's just, you got the message you were meant to with the cards. Let me see if there's any from the oracle, since those were coming through originally. Yeah. Let's see what the oracle has for you in your highest and best. Whatever's in the highest and best for Mr. Savagistic. Okay. Okay, I think we're speed running this because just so much just happened. Okay, hold on. All right, the first one we'll speed run this, I think. uh, First one, jeweled web connectivity. Really, for this one, hold on. This was the only one that popped out like upright and was the very first one. So I feel like I need to pause on this one. Mm. Yeah, this feels like a message of timelines because the way that timelines comes through to me is like a big web, and that we are all on our own thread, and sometimes our threads overlap with other people, and it just feels like the message of you getting to choose. You get to choose your timeline. You get to choose whatever is in your highest and best if you want, and you get to choose your reality and create your reality. So choose, create, manifest wisely. The other individual card that popped out was again this Horseman, Herald of Change. But for you, it's funny, for you, I see the hand on this one, and I get this sensation like this. So this hand back here, and I get the sensation of like your hand coming back and like slapping someone across the face. Like that's the visualization I get for you with this card. Yeah. I was like, I only have these two decks currently, so I'm not familiar with all of the other like what the other decks might look like, but if that's what comes up for you, trust that. Okay. I feel like I need to ask you about the slap here though. Like what what does the sensation of the slap bring up for you? Ooh, a volcano of anger. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. That's good. That's good. I think just take a deep breath here. Feels like just helping ground that anger out. You like to hold your anger until you can't any longer. Yeah. It's good recognition, and I invite you to just kind of breathe here for a second. Allow yourself to receive some Reiki energy. Feel like you need to cough or sigh or make a like a ha sound. Yeah. You said your breath is kind of hot, even though, or you also have a fever. Breathe, breathe with me. Just allowing some of that to be composted, whatever serves the highest and best. Leave your body. Okay. Feels like we're ready to move forward. Moving it out. Okay, so the other ones, it doesn't feel like I'm actually reading them. I'm just going to count how many cards came out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 other cards came out. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 other cards came out on their own, plus those two other oracle cards, 15, and then the 2 tarot, so 17. I said, honestly, I don't show my anger normally, as once I did, it ended up breaking his tailbone and bursting his appendix. Yep. Me in a black belt. Yeah, I can imagine. You know how to hit. mm. Do you do anything now? Do you have a way now to channel your anger / move through your anger in a healthy way instead of letting it bottle up until it bursts? So it feels like I was gonna say I guess I'll wait one more minute for you to type. Honestly, no, but it's been a while since you've had a burst. If it feels like, hold on. It feels like the fever. It feels like the fever that you have going on right now is related or is tied to your anger and what might be bottling up inside you, whether not being expressed in a healthy way. And anger often comes up when anger often comes up when we feel when we feel, oh my gosh, hold on. Yeah. It's like anger often comes up when we feel like a boundary has been crossed, or that we're not being respected or heard in the way that we want to be. Um, yeah. So I feel like my kind of closing thoughts here, closing message that's here as it relates to as it relates. Ooh, that's a great. Okay. You said that's why you wanted to get a love reading, because you want to heal the bond that uh, was hurt, which was hurt from anger. And that's what needs to be healed. That's what needs to be processed. That's what needs to be let go of, moved through, and also developed like healthier coping mechanisms, and not even coping mechanisms, but healthier mechanisms to move that anger energy, that the boundary crossing, the disrespect feeling, whatever that is that's coming up that is building on to the anger, finding ways to address that sooner and address that um, before it explodes, before it becomes that volcano, before it becomes that slap, before it becomes whatever it is. And as as a former very angry individual, um, who also used to hold things in until they snapped. My invitation for processing your anger is to start to get more curious about when you feel it come up, or you feel if you start to feel yourself trying to dampen it down, stop. If you start to feel yourself trying to hide it, I don't want to say stop hiding it, but recognize that that's the pattern you're doing, or start to recognize, start to try, like, start to become consciously aware of when you're getting triggered. Yeah, it's like start to become aware of when you're getting triggered, and when you're feeling like you need to like shell up or turtle up, or like brace yourself, and question where that anger is coming from, and be like, okay, what is this anger trying to tell me right now? Is this because I'm feeling disrespected? Is it because my boundary has been crossed? Is some other trauma from some other event like coming into this because they're similar events? Um, and that's easier to do, or like early on, but once the anger starts to get like more red hot, or you're about to burst, um, when you're starting to get that like see red type of thing, that's when the you gotta use whatever amount of self-control you can to excuse yourself from the situation. So go basically put yourself in timeout. Like, I'll do that to myself occasionally if I'm like getting very frustrated. Um, it's just like I will go take my own time out, and I'll just go sit and breathe for a few minutes, or I will go dance, and put some angry music on and dance, because you move energy with breath, sound, and movement. And anger is just another energy. Yeah, feeling bullied and overthinking, totally. I can totally see that it leads to anger, and feeling that like triggered feeling internally. the other thing, um, the other thing that I recommend too is setting a boundary book. Doesn't have to be mine. You can start a journal of your own, and it's basically just putting in writing the boundaries you have for yourself of like, I will not be bullied. I will not, you know, I will not disrespect my partner in this way, or like I will treat my partner in this way, and like putting the boundaries you have on how you want to behave and how you want to show up in your life, and also what you aren't going to let into your life. um, there's a lot of power in getting it out of your mind and getting it on paper for you to return to and come back to time and time again and make adjustments and add new ones. So those are a few different options to try. But I do think it's important to, or I do think the message here in this conversation is very much related to recognizing your anger is trying to show you something, and not storing it away until it becomes the volcano that you can't control. That's good. Like I said, everything is shared with love and shared with, you know, the highest and best in mind. So take what resonates, leave the rest. But that's the message that was coming through for you today. So I'm gonna go ahead and send your energy back to you and call my energy back to me. And thank you for showing up and here and sharing your time, energy, and gifts. I appreciate you. Sybil, are you still here? Amazing. Thank you for sticking around. Moral of the story, carry protection if you don't want a baby early on. Yep. May I have a growl, please? What's that? General. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We'll do the oracle. That feels like the deck that's coming through for you, but I'll do general, whatever's in your highest and best. We're learning shorthand, so thank you. Or the Twitch chat shorthand. All right. Scoop back forward. Whatever's in the highest and best for Sybil. Okay. Feels like all of the ones that just popped out are the ones we need. But we got a couple. My chair has become surprisingly very squeaky. I will have to look into that after this. But anyway. Okay. First one for Sybil. Stranger Curiosity. This is a cool card. I haven't seen this one yet, so give me a second. There we go. I'm really drawn to the wisps on this card. Like I feel like I wanted to highlight the number 4 of like there being 4 different wisps. And I'm really drawn to the one that's in the very top, like this one up here. What are the wisp? What do these wisps remind you of? And then as you're typing, I'm now being drawn to the wings on the back of this creature, and it's feeling very dragonfly wing-esque because they're more translucent. And then the blue line down the front of their forehead, bringing together a lot of balance, a lot of symmetry. Dragonflies feel very connected to, or at least like what's coming up right now, dragonflies relating to like past loved ones. Take a deep breath, or I invite you to take a deep breath. It's like you saying your mom recently passed, that I'm just feeling a lot of sensations coming into my head at the moment, so that's why I'm just inviting you to keep breathing deeply here for a moment with our connection, because I feel a lot of like energy twitching coming in like the left eye, which is like the feminine side, and then also a lot right in the back of the head, at the base of the skull. Yeah. Was her name Mary or something related to like an M-A sounding Mare sounding name? No, not Mary. Okay. Let me see who this is then. Okay, she left. I was like, there was a female presence of like a Mary that was coming in that felt at your parental level, but when I was trying to ask some more questions, she dipped out. So I'll just see what else comes through for this card. Oh. Is your mother-in-law still alive? Or is she passed? She's in critical health condition. Mmm. Ooh. Okay. Just breathing here for a second. Just felt a lot of like somber feeling coming up and right in the throat and then coming back into that left ear, so feels like she might have just come back, so let's see. There's more she wants to share. She's really just saying she's okay, she's with loved ones. Yeah, she keeps hold on. I wanna honor you and I wanna honor this space and I wanna honor her for coming forward in this way. Because I feel a lot of sadness and I feel a lot of grief coming through. I don't know. Hold on. It doesn't feel like it's her grief. It just like it feels like the grief of the family. But she's coming through very strongly in my like left ear, like this left side, which is, you know, my feminine side, or like where the feminine presence typically comes through. And she just wants to highlight that she's okay, she's with loved ones. Mm. Yeah, she she's not fully gone, but she is giving me, this is why I'm like, me being the messenger here of like, she's just giving me this message of like, it's okay, I'm with loved ones, and also it's okay to let me go. Mm. Yeah, I think I'm sitting here with you in this, sitting with you, sending you and your family love and light. I know this can't be easy. And do know that whenever that time comes, that she's gonna be okay. She's with loved ones. And she'll always be with you all. Hmm. I invite you to take a deep breath. If tears are coming, I invite them to come. You're held in so much love and light. Your angels are with you. Your angels are with your family. It's gonna hurt for a bit, and that's okay. You will see brighter days again. And it's okay to be in the mud right now, to feel in the darkness right now. We're sitting with you here. are sitting with you here. You are not alone. Yeah, the tears come. You are held. You are held. You are loved. You are never alone. Yeah. Catch your breath. Seeing you, honoring you. Sending you so much love and light. Sending your family, your community, your country, and your world so much love and light. Sending your energy back to you now. Calling my energy back to me. Thank you for showing up here. Thank you for your time and your energy and your gifts and your shares. You are loved. You are love. You are light. And you will find the light again. Namaste. You're welcome. So much gratitude towards you and your family. Thank you for the follow too. And again, just showing up here, receiving.
I'm just allowing the dust to settle on that one. Beautiful. All right. I have time probably for one more reading this morning if there's someone who might be interested in coming forward, joining, seeing what comes through for you. Good morning. Otherwise, I'm just letting the dust settle from that, and then I'll be eating a snack here shortly. Maybe I'll eat it now. If you like the reading SKQL, SKQI, go ahead and put join to join the queue. Make sure you know what you're consenting to. But if you just want to chat, we can chat while I eat my snack. Thank you for joining. While I eat my snack, I'll tune in to see what kind of offerings coming through. Okay, feels like a tarot card's coming. Let me see. Okay, put these away. Just allowing love and light to be sent where it needs to be sent today. But okay, let me grab a drink of water. Gotta stay hydrated.
All right. Whatever is in the highest and best for SKQL 81. Feels like it's this top one. It doesn't want to move. It wants me to pick it up. The Chariot. It's funny because as I was tuning into you and starting to kind of connect our energy and connect with the cards, I was getting just like this very like ooh type of sensation in my mind. And so this card coming forward very, very reflects that, with the wavy ground and the wavy, like, the bending of reality or realities. And it feels like you might be, like with this card and with the tuning in, you might in your mind be feeling the bending, or feeling a consciousness expansion or a spiritual awakening of sorts coming forward. Or it might be like like your brain might be getting like a download, and so it's just I'm sitting here with you. I'm helping ground you. Just breathing through this, breathing through the energy. It's moving. It's like as you're on your chariot to become who you were meant to become who you are. And actually, right before this, I was shown the number 707, and it was just for me at that time, but they're having me highlight that now because I had it pulled up. I pulled it up because I was like, oh, I don't know all the angel numbers, but 707 signifies a period of spiritual awakening and a strong connection to your intuition and inner wisdom. So it's popping up as it's a message from your angels encouraging you to focus on your life's purpose and to be open to divine guidance. Seeing 707 repeatedly suggests that you are on the right path and that help is available if you stay open to receiving it. Hey TUC. I'm doing intuitive readings or intuitive offerings. So right now what's coming through, I'm reading for SKQ 181 or L81. I can't quite. I think it's 181. I don't know. But welcome to the chat. It's good to see you here. Is that how you pronounce it? Skate? Is that how I'm supposed to be pronouncing it? Oh, okay. Nabby. I like that word, nabby, but that does not relate to your thing at all. So whether or not I remember that will be a struggle, but I appreciate it. I will attempt to. But yeah, I with this card, I really just feel like uh I like that. I feel like I'm just sitting here with you and helping kind of ground through whatever energy or download that's coming through. Because like I said, this card and in connecting with you, it very much feels very floaty, or it made my head feel very floaty, and I feel a lot of energy moving in and moving out into the ground, into my feet. So we're just giving it the time and space it needs to come through for you. I do invite you to take a deep breath if you can. Now it's starting to ease up a little bit. Yeah, you can do the join command if you're interested in receiving your own reading. See what comes through for you. But we're jumping all over the place today with our offerings. This is good. Helping ground in whatever new wisdom, whatever new guidance, whatever new light is coming in. Yeah, what's coming in, Skate? If anything. Orange. Cool. Orange sun, beautiful. Shining a beam over darkness. Illuminating through all illusions. Beautiful. The mirage is clearing. And let it be cleared. Let the darkness go, let it leave. What no longer serves you, let it be composted, and whatever serves the highest and best, let it go to the light. Let it go into Mother Earth. The sun come, let your creativity return. Now let it go be composted, whatever serves the highest and best. You don't want to take on someone else's darkness. Let it be composted. Let it transmute. Well, you're not gonna get any darkness in this chat. You might get to face your darkness, but you're not gonna receive darkness from me or anyone else in this chat. Fasting with electrolytes. Interesting. Might have to look into that. Alright, Skate, I think it's time to ground back into your body. I invite you to take a deep breath and start to connect with your feet. Connect with your seat wherever you are. Connect with gravity coming in, holding you here in your space, in your body, in your protector. So I send you and your community, your loved ones, your country and your world so much love and light. Thank you for showing up here. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your gifts. I send all of your energy back to you now. I call all of my energy back to me. With love and light and gratitude. Namaste. Okay. I appreciate you popping in. Hey TC. It feels like we might not be in alignment to do a reading today, and it feels like it's actually about time for me to be hopping off. That doesn't mean we won't be in alignment another time. So I do invite you to come back, stop in, follow, subscribe so you get notified whenever I go live again, and maybe you'll get to go on a ride another time. I know. Like I said, it's not a no forever, it's just getting a not right now from Spirit, so I want to honor that. Anyone who goes in the chat or joins, I ask Spirit if we're in alignment for a reading today, and I usually get like a yes or no, and I don't typically ask too many questions. I know if I've tried to read if we're not in alignment, if like my ego steps in and I try to read for someone because I feel like you joined, um, spirit will crash my stream. So uh, I follow their guidance and I serve in whatever way is in the highest and best and what comes through. So like I said, it might not, just not today, but could be another time. So I do invite you to come back. And that said, I do appreciate everyone tuning in today. I do appreciate everyone who shared their time, energy, and gifts with me and in this space and with the community that showed up. So I am forever grateful and so appreciative of each and every one of you. And I will be live again tomorrow afternoon. I'm in Eastern time. I'll be going live around, I believe, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So I will see you again then. Thank you for the follow, Skate. All right. I send you all so much love and light, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you again soon. Bye, my loves.